SoulSpark. Video 7. Complete script the last day she pretended to be okay. Mental health emotional story target. 3,000 plus words, 10 or 12 minutes. There is a kind of cannot fix, a kind of pain that no one can see because you learned a long time ago how to smile through it, how to say, I'm fine, how to make everyone around you feel comfortable.
See you later.
While you quietly fell apart. This is the story of a girl named Sarah, and the last day she pretended to be okay. Everyone in Maplewood knew Sarah Collins. She was the one who remembered your birthday without Facebook. The one who brought homemade soup when you were sick. The one whose laugh could fill a whole room and make you forget, just for a moment, that anything was wrong with the world. She worked at Maplewood Community Library, organizing shelves, recommending books to strangers, staying late to help the old man in the corner who was still learning to read at 72. She had a small apartment on Birch Street, blue curtains, a cat named Percy, 2 plants she talked to on Sunday mornings. From the outside, Sarah Collins had a beautiful, simple, good life. But there is what people see, and there is what happens at 2 a.m. when the lights are off and no one is watching, and the smile finally falls. Sarah had been carrying something for 3 years, not a thing she could hold, not a thing she could name, just a heaviness, like someone had placed an invisible stone on her chest. And every morning she woke up and picked it up again, and carried it to work, and smiled at everyone she passed and said, I'm good, how are you? And meant none of it. It had started after her mother passed, 3 years ago. October. A Tuesday, the kind of loss that doesn't scream. It just quietly removes the floor from under you, and you spend years pretending there is still something solid beneath your feet. She never talked about it. Her friends asked, in the beginning, are you okay? Do you need anything? We're here. And Sarah would nod and say, I'm okay, really, thank you. Because she didn't want to burden them, because she was always the strong one, because somewhere, a long time ago, a little girl learned that needing things was inconvenient. So she learned to need nothing, and she gave everything, and she smiled, and she was so tired. The morning it all changed. Sarah woke up at 6:47 a.m. Percy was sitting on the windowsill. The light was the pale grey blue of early November, and Sarah lay there and just didn't move.
Are you all right?
She had 3 texts from her
I'm
coworker
okay,
Dana.
really.
Hey, are you coming in? Sarah? Hope everything is okay. She stared at the ceiling.
Oh, stop
A crack
crying
ran
over
from the light
nothing.
fixture to the corner. She had noticed it 100 times. Never told the landlord. Didn't want to be a bother. She thought about getting up. She thought about making coffee. She thought about putting on the smile she had worn for 3 years, the one that said, I am fine, I am okay, I am handling it. And for the first time, she couldn't. The smile wouldn't come. It was just gone, like a muscle that had finally given out, after years of holding something it was never meant to hold. And Sarah Collins, the girl who cried at other people's funerals, but never her own mother's, started crying, alone, in her blue curtained apartment on Birch Street, while a cat named Percy watched from the windowsill and didn't say a word. She cried for a long time, the ugly kind, the kind where your whole body shakes, where you press your face into the pillow so no one hears, even though there is no one to hear, because that's how deep the habit runs. When the crying stopped, she felt hollow, the way a thunderstorm makes everything quiet after. She picked up her phone, scrolled to her best friend's name, Lily. They had been friends since they were 9 years old, but Sarah had not told Lily, truly told her, anything real in 3 years. She pressed call. Lily picked up on the second ring. Hey, oh my God, it's so early, are you? Lily? Something in Sarah's voice, one word, but the whole weight of 3 years was in it. Lily went quiet. Sarah, talk to me. And for the first time in 3 years, Sarah did. She talked about her mother, about how she never let herself grieve properly, about the stone on her chest that never left, about how she was so exhausted of being the strong one, about how some nights she stood at the kitchen window and just watched the street below, feeling like a ghost in her own life. She talked and talked, and Lily listened, did not try to fix it, did not say, but you have so much to be grateful for, did not say everything happens for a reason. She just said, I'm so sorry, Sarah. I had no idea.
Lily.
I'm so sorry you carried this alone. And those words, those small,
Lily?
simple, honest words,
Yes, I am
broke
here.
something open in Sarah's chest.
I was so incredibly
Not
scared.
in a bad way. The way a window breaks open in
cannot
spring,
keep it all locked
and the cold
inside
trapped air
anymore.
finally escapes. Lily drove over that same morning. No makeup, hair not done, still in her coat. She brought
I've
2
been so
coffees and a
afraid of
bag of
letting
Sarah's
everyone
favorite
down.
pastries, and she sat on the
I
floor of
just wanna
Sarah's
be
apartment
myself.
next to her. Not on the couch. On the floor, like they were teenagers again.
I can't believe you
Like
carried this
nothing
all
had changed.
alone.
They walked to Maplewood Park later. The leaves were almost all gone. Just bare branches against a white sky. A few pigeons. A jogger in the distance. Everything
No.
very still. Lily asked Sarah something that
so
no one
sorry.
had asked her in 3 years.
You don't
What
have
do you
to carry
actually
this
need
alone.
right now? Not, are you okay? Not, you'll get through this. What do you actually need? Sarah stood there for a long moment. The wind moved through the empty branches. I think, Sarah said slowly, I need to talk to someone. A professional. I think I've been drowning for a long time.
Sarah,
And I kept
if we
telling
could leave
everyone
this
I was
place
swimming.
forever, would you come away with
Lily
me?
took her hand, didn't say a word, just held it. Sometimes the bravest thing in the world is not holding it together. It is letting someone else hold it with you. Getting better was not a movie
I'm just
moment.
so tired of
there was
pretending
no
that I'm
single
okay.
day where everything shifted.
I don't know what I'm
no
doing
sunrise
anymore,
where
Lily.
Sarah woke up cured. No speech that made it all make sense. It was smaller than that. Much smaller. It was making the appointment, sitting in a waiting room for the first time, feeling ridiculous and scared and relieved all at once. It was telling a therapist named Dr. Reyes, a small, quiet woman with reading glasses and a yellow notepad, the truth about her mother, about the grief she had sealed shut like a box, about the years of pretending. Dr. Reyes said something Sarah never forgot. Sarah, grief is not a problem to be solved. It is a person to be loved, and you have been trying to lock it away, when all it needed was to be held. Sarah cried
We
in
must
that small
face our own
office
stories
for the
first.
first time, without
don't-
hiding it,
I don't
without
I don't
pressing her
even know
face
where to
into a
begin.
pillow, without apologizing for it, and something began
I
to
just-
loosen. Slowly, the way winter loosens its grip, not all
I
at
don't know
once,
how to handle this
but
anymore.
inch by inch, day by day. She still had bad days.
I just
Months
feel like
later,
I'm always
she
trying to
still
catch
had
up,
mornings where
and
the
no
weight
matter what I
returned,
do, it's never
where
enough.
Percy sat on
I'm
the
just so
windowsill,
tired of
and the grey
pretending.
light came in, and everything felt hard. But something had changed. On the bad days now, she called Lily. She told her therapist. She wrote in the journal Dr. Reyes had suggested. She let herself stay in bed 1 extra hour without calling herself lazy. She told the truth. She learned something that took her 31 years to understand. That asking for help is not weakness. It is the bravest thing a person can do. That I'm fine is sometimes the loneliest lie we tell, because it keeps the very thing we need most. At arm's length, she started leaving work on time. She started saying
I'm just
no to
trying to
things
find
that
some
emptied
balance.
her. She started talking to her plants on
It
Sunday
feels a bit
mornings
better.
and admitting that she found it comforting, without embarrassment. She visited her mother's
Are
grave
you
for the
all
first
right?
time.
You
Brought
look a
yellow
bit
flowers.
overwhelmed.
Her mother's favorite. Sat in the cold grass and talked to her about everything.
See you tomorrow.
About nothing. About how much she missed her and how she finally stopped pretending that she
Goodbye,
didn't.
everyone.
If you are watching this
See you
right
tomorrow.
now, and something in Sarah's story felt a little too familiar, I want to ask you something. When was the last time someone asked how you really were? And you told them the truth? Not the I'm fine truth, not the performance, the real one, the one at 2 a.m., the one you never say out loud. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to not be okay. You are allowed to put down the weight. That was never yours to carry alone. The strongest thing Sarah ever did was not all the years she held it together. It was the one morning she finally didn't. Your breaking point is not the end of your story. It is where it really begins. If this story meant something to you, share it with one person who needs to hear it today. You might not know who that is, but they know.